US Embassy recently issued a statement rejecting any accusation that USAID has been diverting aid to the TPLF fighters. I wonder if you tell me what triggered you to issue that statement.
The United States government was very concerned about the recent, I think, misrepresentations and inaccurate reporting across some of the state-run media channels about USAID information, about USAID assistance in the country. We wanted to make sure that the Ethiopians got other sides of the story, that they heard directly from us that in no sense and in no history of humanitarian assistance here in Ethiopia has USAID ever provided any kind of food or drugs or any other kind of assistance to TPLF or to armed groups in Ethiopia.
So if USAID did not allow them to access aid, so how could the TPLF fighters get your aid?
In conflict zones, I think there are probably three ways that armed groups and soldiers might get access to humanitarian supplies. First, number one, is that often food is sold to soldiers. Another way is that, of course, we know that some citizens are sympathetic to, in this case, the TPLF, and maybe they gave their food to the soldiers. And then, of course, third is, I think, the worst thing that could happen is when soldiers and armed groups come in and they steal that food or non-food from citizens.
So do you believe that the TPLF fighters have been stealing aid from your organization?
I do believe that TPLF has been very opportunistic. Maybe they're stealing from citizens. We don't have proof of this, of course. What we do have proof of is that several of our warehouses have been looted and completely emptied in the areas, particularly Amhara, where the TPLF soldiers have gone into. Yes, we know that that's a fact. In Amhara now, we now know that the TPLF has every town that they've gone into, they've looted the warehouses, they've looted trucks, they have caused a great deal of destruction in all the villages they've visited, and it's a great concern for humanitarians.
Do you agree with the notion that the relationship between Ethiopia and the US is deteriorating?
I hate to use that word. I think there's some strain or there's some stress in our relationship right now. It's really important, I think, for the United States as a partner of Ethiopia, and we are a committed, passionate partner about our relationship with the Ethiopian people. As a partner, sometimes we have to raise our voice. Sometimes, like in a good marriage, sometimes we have to say what we're feeling at that moment. We have to provide our advice because maybe we've been through this already, and maybe we see decisions that are being made in our partner, in Ethiopia in this case, that might not be, we think, might not be in Ethiopia's best interest. And so maybe if people look at it as a deterioration of the relationship, frankly, it's a very honest conversation. I will tell you, my relationships with senior Ethiopian government officials has maybe never been better. I have honest, clear communications with my colleagues in the Ethiopian government every single day.